Doing another tutorial. I haven't really done one of these in a while, you know. Probably a year actually. But it's gonna be a 180 tutorial, alright? And I showed you guys how to ollie, I showed you guys how to pop shove it, and I showed you how to kickflip, but I didn't show you like another basic trick, which is the 180. I should have taught you that before I taught you a kickflip. But yeah, there's grass everywhere. But pretty much you probably want to learn how to 180 after you learn how to ollie and can kick turn and ride around comfortably. It's a pretty basic trick. You have to know it for sure. It's just like an ollie. Just like based on importance, I'd say it's the third most important trick you have to learn. Like you have to know how to ollie for everything. You have to know how to pop shove it usually for some flip tricks. And for 180 though, you really gotta know like for everything. If you are going along, you want to go into fakie, you whip out a 180. If you're going off of something like a box or something, and I don't know, you can add it anywhere, just skateboarding. But yeah, pretty much the basics to it though is the same as ollieing really and kick turning. You're combining ollie and kick turning. You want your feet in a ollie position, but this time, but you want it like normally you'd pop and flick up straight. That's why it's straight. That's why it's a straight up ollie. It's called an ollie 180 because you're popping and you're kind of bringing your foot around in a 180. So you're popping, you're bringing your foot up and kind of bringing it around. You want to move your front foot like left or right depending on back side or front side, and you want to turn your shoulders the way you want to go too. It's all about in the shoulders. You're ollieing and turning your shoulders pretty much, you know. So if my shoulders were like, if these were my feet or something, I don't know. You want to go like this and bring your foot up. And then just turn your shoulders with it like that. That's all you're doing. That's for a front side, by the way. If you don't know how to, like front side and back side, say someone's in front of you looking at you, like right now, like the camera's looking at me in front of me. If I'm riding along like this because I'm goofy, and I do a 180 and I open up my shoulders like this and you see my front, that's front side. If I was going at you and I did this way and you saw my back, that's back side. And if I was regular, like if I was this way and I did that, you see my front, that's front side, and if you're doing this way, back side. That's pretty much it. So imagine someone's in front of you and just kind of, you know, I'd say it's a trick that you really have to mess around with a lot. Like, I can't really show you how to 180. I can tell you how to do it, but you have to do it yourself. And some people are more comfortable with backside, some people are more comfortable with front side. I like front side because you don't have to like twist your body as much. You're just like kind of moving your legs around like that. Like when you do a front side, you're just going like this. Like you can move your legs without moving your body, right? If you're doing a backside though, you can't move your legs around without twisting your body like that, you know? So it's kind of more comfortable for me to do a front side. I can do both, but I prefer to do front sides if I have to. It doesn't really matter though. No one's gonna look at you like, oh, he did a front side 180 and not a back side. He must not be very good. But, you know, it's a 180. It does the job. So just play with it. Do front side. If you can't do that, do back side. Find one that's comfortable. Get your feet ollie position. Go at a comfortable speed. Pop. Turn your shoulders. And bring your foot around with it, alright? You're just kind of popping, bring your foot with it, and then rotating. And that's it, and I'll show you that real quick. Alright, there's two things about this trick really. You gotta be comfortable ollieing and fakie, because you land fakie, remember that. If you're going forward, you're gonna land backwards, alright? So be sure to, if you're just practicing that, you're just going backwards. So stand your normal stance and go that way instead. And that's riding backwards. And that's forwards, you know? So be sure that if you land, you're gonna land like this or like this. So make sure that you're comfortable with that, alright? And pretty much just ride at a comfortable speed, get your feet ollie position, pop, and kind of do a kick turn, really. You know how kick turning, you're bringing back, you're popping, kinda, not all the way, and you're turning your foot around, your front foot. That's pretty much what you're doing with this. But instead of like just doing that, bring your shoulders around with it, so you're going all the way around. And that's a 180.